Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a disassembly to do for you. So I apologize in advance for the lighting. I took it all down for our house to get pictures and for showings and stuff. So I'm just gonna have to deal with this subpar lighting for a little bit, just be a little bit darker, but at least we still get videos. So this is the Tuya Knives Mutt. This is a collaboration between Tuya Knives, Dave Warren, and Colin Mason Pierre. And I want to take it apart because the detent could be a little bit better. It has broken in. It's pretty good now, but it is not very clicky. It's very thuddy. So I'm thinking maybe a disassembly could help. I did get a new driver, and I'm really excited about it. This is from the folks over at Get Good Screw, and this is called the Son of a Glitch, which is a pretty good name. They always have great names. It's got this sort of glitch pattern. It's almost camo looking on it. And when I first got it, I noticed that you could kind of tug on this a little bit and get a weird ratchety sound. But I switched it out with a white ceramic bearing they included, and now it is absolute money. It doesn't spin quite as long, but I don't need it to do that really. It spins great anyway. And it's solid as hell. So this is a new size for them. It's kind of a schmedium. And they were kind enough to send me one to check out because I was the one who kind of asked for this size. The large was a little too large, then the small is good, but it's just small, so depending on the situation. And then they sort of made a medium one that came with a stand and everything, but even that was a little too long. Like, it had this little thing at the end, and so they came out with this schmedium, and it is perfect. So let's see if we can get this apart. I just realized I need 2 drivers for this. And my Skiff tool is in a plastic box. Let me grab it real quick. I knew where I put it, so that's good. So we need this to help us take it apart. So usually knives come apart from this side. So let's try this. I'm gonna lock it in place. It felt really Loctited together, so I'm worried. Nope. All right, did come apart pretty quick actually. Thank goodness for the Skiff tool. Guys, some great tool companies here when you're talking about Skiff made blades, Get Good Screw, just a lot of cool stuff going on. I'd love to see Skiff come out with a bit driver. That would be pretty dang sweet. So here we go. We do have a D shape, which is nice. I do have a little chamois here, so we can use that. Clean out what we can. And then it looks like we're gonna have to take the clip off. It's gonna be a T6. So let's switch over to our Audacious Concepts driver. Definitely one of my favorite drivers of all time here. And there's one screw. All right, Tuya, here we go. Put this here. And now, what happens? Does the inlay come up, or does the knife come apart? Or okay, knife comes apart. I did grab my bearing kit out of the other room. We're storing everything. It's just a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to be able to still work, and it makes it like a fun process. So we shall see how we do here. Clean all this up. Our stop pin is nice and greasy. Get that cleaned up. Set that aside. Our pivot was greasy. Usually it's not a bad thing for things to be oiled up. Here's our blade, a little spear foot, I call it. So I'm hoping I can maybe clean out the detent hole, or just add a little bit of pressure here and get ourselves a little better detent. Yeah, it looks like a pretty shallow, I don't know, it looks okay. Let's see if I can't even get in there with the, there we go. So it doesn't look like this is dirty or anything. We have a small hole, that's what she says. So that might be the situation here. So you can see it's lined up right about here. Not a lot of lock bar pressure, so I'm going to try to add a little carefully. Okay, you can see now it's kind of lined up at the end here. I'm going to try to give it just a little more. I think we're safe to do that. See how I kind of just ride it? I just ride it to the spring and kind of let it bounce a little. I don't go crazy with it. I'm not trying to tear it off or anything, you know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can flip these washers over. It's a little hard to work in the this darker environment. Oh, we got some white shit there. Let's see if we can clean that up. Hopefully it's just grease. I don't know what that is. Okay, it's coming off with a little bit of elbow grease. No pun intended. It should be good. So we're going to take a little bit of KPL here. Shout out to Knife Pivot Lube. You can go to knifepivotlube.com. Use my code LeftyEDC. That'll save you 10% off on all your lubricants and knife shield, all the good stuff you need when maintaining your knives. Okay, we got one. Get the other one cleaned up. I'm sure it's a similar situation. Yeah, there's some. This one's not bad, actually. So, good there. Just wipe it down. Put a little bit of KPL in here. All right, we got that. Let's clean out our pivot. We're going to take the alcohol on the cloth. We're going to take our T6, because it's a little smaller. We're going to drive that into the pivot. So you can see here. Pretty clean. Nice, nice. We're finally attached to this other screw, which is nice. I like that. Okay, so this is the D-shaped side. I'm pretty sure that's the side. How did this work? I think it actually went through here, right? Because pretty sure this is how it was. And then we opened it and it was like this. Yes, okay. So the D-shape goes into this side, which is interesting. Cool, cool. All right. So we'll put our, put our stop pin in. Take a little bit of this KPL and just put it on the barrel there. And there we go. And pop her in. Okay, now skiffs. So I know right off the bat that this is going to be a 5mm pivot. And I'll just show you. 5mm pivot, and then it's going to be 1/16 bearings. I just have done this so many times. Bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle. So we need 5mm 1/16 bearings. Got those bad boys right here. Take the KP Schnizzies and rub that in. That's what she said. Flip it over. Okay. We are rocking and rolling, folks. Moving here. I know you guys love when I do super long disassemblies, but I'm just, you know, I think I'm just getting better at stuff. So my videos are shorter, which is good, but also, you know, different. So we got that on. And we did bend this lock bar. So if anything goes wrong, this is on me. Okay? Just saying. I take responsibility for my actions, whether good or bad. So here's our pivot that I did not clean. Let me see if I can just... Yeah, let's clean that. It's got some schmutz on it. Get it onto the alcohol. Grab my T8. Get good screw here. Try to pinch the threads with my fingers, and then that helps get the stuff off of everything else. So we're not going to glue this or Loctite it yet. I actually only have glue here, so that's going to be our option. Oh, did you hear that? I heard it. I heard a click, not a thud. Okay, tighten that. See how we did. Centering is ever so slightly over to this side, but I will be honest, that's how it was. I noticed that yesterday. Cleaning my hands a little, getting oil off. All right, let's see how we did. Oh, big difference on that. Not any harder to knock out of the way. So let's see again here. Action's good. I mean, you can see if I pull it here, there's no failing it. I can pinch fail it, but yeah, that's good. Reverse flick. Honestly, the reverse flick feels about the same. Let's listen for, see how this sounds. That's better. Also sounds like it still thuds sometimes. Hold on. Yeah, you hear that thud? But it also has a click. That's interesting. Yeah, this feels way better. And I didn't go too far that like it caused issues, you know what I mean? The it straightened out again, so let me see. It's just I think it just loosened, so let's tighten that. We're pretty centered now too. No play. Action tightened up a little, so just need to be mindful there. This is gonna be tricky gluing just because I don't have my marker here. I, of course, left it in that bin. It is very tight. Okay, hold on. Centered, there's no play. Just checking for stuff. A little bit of play there, so that's what I'm trying to, I'm gonna have to try to feel that out when I go for it. I think I'm gonna be smart about it and use the other driver. So, show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put this in after I add the glue. That's my plan here. I think we can get this done. So I just need to be careful. You'll see what I'm doing. Little glue there. Okay, that's plenty. Pull that out. I'm gonna try to lock this one in real quick. So I got that locked in. Now I'm gonna go for it. Centering's perfect. Oop, uh-oh. No play. Phew, got him. Got him! That's how you do it. That's how you do it, folks. Check these. All right, I'm super excited about that because I really loved this knife out of the box. So, yeah, I will follow up with a review on this. I don't want to touch it right now because I'm letting it Loctite / glue. But we have Skiff runes in there in the Mutt from Tuya knives. And yeah, that went as well as you could probably expect it to go, right? Love this little knife. It's a great size knife. I love a flipper with a hole. I just think that's a really cool thing. Right now, everybody's doing front flippers, so this is nice. And they use this more affordable fat carbon. It's called Chinese fat carbon, believe it or not. And it is sort of more, not G10-y. I don't know what you would call it. Very interesting. It's cool, though. I like it. So, yeah. We used our Skiff finger bit. If you guys are interested in this, it's a real nice way to work with spinning pivots and barrels. Really nice. We worked with our Get Good screw, son of a glitch, Schmedium bit driver. Absolutely love this piece right here. We worked with our Audacious Concepts V1 knife tool, and then our Skiff bearings, 5mm 1/16 11 ball, and we obviously used our test fit card. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.